Yeah, we used to do what,
You
minimum
know,
wage, $8,
yeah.
$8 an
You know,
hour. Yeah.
I mean, you were a student assistant for GAs. We were paid the stipend because our tuition was paid, so we barely made nothing. It was during the summers that you make. Then during the summer we were making $12, and you get money to save and and kind of like use it. But it's just it's. I think it's made me value everything now. Like I have so much gratitude for even the little thing that I have today, because it's like back then I had nothing. It's I remember my first car. I have this Pontiac G6 or G9. I don't was 2009 model, and when I start the car, I think you can hear it in Florida. It made so much noise. You just like I think I drove that car for I think 2 years, and I was like, oh no, it's okay. I'm done. I have to go get a better car, you know. And it's just going through the motions, it's good. I think it's good for you.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It makes you tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you. Yeah,
When I think about it now, like, I mean, it's fun and stuff, but I also feel guilty and embarrassed about not being socially cognizant, like driving a car that doesn't have a brake. Imagine I bump into someone, stuff like it's not fun, because now when imagine you and I are driving and someone next to me tells that to me, I'm like, yo, I'm driving a car that doesn't have a brake. Like, it's like, what? Just pull the car up, right?
uh but see, two things happen there. No, one is when you're in a survival mode, you don't think beyond that. You need to survive. You have to go to Walmart, go get food. The last you're thinking about is your break. You have to go get food, and you don't have money for Uber. You have to drive. The second thing is, now that you've been in that situation, Rago, it will make you more, compassionate. If somebody happens to drive into you and it's in that situation, you cannot relate to it because you've literally been in their shoes. So it's yeah, but yeah, it's I don't know. I think that's one thing I always take away from it, that I can relate, to some of these things, and it's easier for me to understand where they're coming from, and if somebody's in those situations, I know how to deal with that, and because I've been through it myself.
True, you were right. You made a good
Yeah,
point that I was definitely in the survival mode at that point of time, without a job, um, trying to find a
yeah.
job.
I remember how happy you were when you got the OCGS job.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that was yeah. Thanks to Shulmit, he referred me, and thanks to Emily, she
yeah,
hired me. It was
yeah,
amazing working for Emily and Maria. Right, they were really nice
yeah.
bosses.
I think that office is just it's similar to my institution here. And when I was looking for jobs, that was one thing I was looking for. I kind of like wanted to go into a place where I'm happy to come into the workplace every day, just because the people that are amazing, and that was my number one priority. Is like I need to go to a place that have those same vibes that back in Tampa, where you are happy to come into work, and it lets you give your best out, because it's just so much fun going on, like you're laughing, you're having fun, but then you're working also. It's those workplaces are really
You know
good,
what?
really fun.
I've also
Like,
learned one more thing from our, like, when you, me, and Maheen, like, I think we had a strong, like, connection between three of us. And
yeah,
we also worked to each other's strength and weaknesses. When I look back now, right? You and Maheen did not like sitting in the front and answering people and answering
mm-mm.
phone calls, versus you would want to sit in front of laptop, crank the numbers out, and, like, do all these
Yeah,
stuff. I am the
yeah.
opposite. I'm like, okay, I'll do that and I'll get the numbers, right?
Yeah,
So it kind of works in our
that's
advantage
true.
all
That's
the
true.
time. You remember someone used to call our office and talk to us for an hour? You remember that? I forgot.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
He
yeah.
literally, like, I was working for University of Tampa, and he literally called me and told me, like, why am I even studying at University of Tampa? He was convincing me not to go there. And the funny part is he joined University of Tampa. I forgot his name.
Oh my god.
He did. He graduated from University of Tampa. It was fun. Like, Maheen hated taking such calls. She's like, I just want to work. Just let me work. Don't get into all these things. And I
Because
was like,
I mean,
fine, like talking to someone as a friend or the call for like an hour.
you never know what kind of question you're gonna get. When you're on the front desk, it's so general, and you basically exposed to all kinds of
Yeah,
calls.
yeah, yeah.
Like
And at the same
and you don't know what
You're
to
in the
expect.
pressure of representing University of Tampa. You can notice.
Exactly. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm always like intrigued to know more about, like, how professors do. They do the same thing? Is it boring? Like, how does it look like?
One of my friends told me, "Bro, you have the most easiest job. You just teach 3 hours a weekend." And then I was like, "Au contraire, mon frère. Mm-mm, mm-mm." So, so my current institution has it's a liberal arts school, which means our emphasis on quality teaching, which means I have to spend more time making sure that my quality is top notch, like my teaching is, at the top notch level. So outside of my class hours, so I teach mostly you teach either twice a week or 3 times a week for every class that you teach. So if you're teaching two classes, that means you might have maybe 4, 5, or 6 contact hours every week. So like for me, I teach on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, like 2 hours each. So those are the times that I'm in the classroom with the students. Those so 2 hours on Monday, 2 hours on Wednesday, 2 hours on Friday. Now, because I'm teaching the class for the first time, I'm teaching data analytics, fundamentals of data analytics, more like statistics. I have to spend like on Sunday, I can spend up to 7, 8 hours preparing the material that I'm going to teach on Monday because I need to make sure that it's kind of like grounded in a way.